What's up, guys? This is going to be a very different video. I'm going to want to do this on a one take. Not that's a joke. Never a one take. But no, this is serious. I want to talk about. This is very new. I want to talk about DVD or Dead by Daylight, as some of you know. I've been looking around on the internet and I've been trying to see like what I can see that is very different or what people don't do about DVD. And one thing that I've noticed that they don't do is they don't talk about how they can predict the next killer or how they know what is going to be the next killer or presumably more like what will be the killer like how can you know? So and I've been doing this for a while. I love DVD. Been playing it. I've actually owned it on two different systems. Trying to get for another one, but I love it. And most of the time, every killer that I've talked about, and my friends can even tell you about this, I've predicted all of them with no help, no like background. It's just I just know when the next one's gonna be. And as you can tell, I'm gonna put it up on screen. The next killer, and I don't know, it might be out by the time this video comes out. The next killer is Pinhead or Hellraiser or the Cenobite, as they put it on there, and that's literally what he is called in the movie. Like that's what he really is, a Cenobite. For those who don't know, and I was talking with a friend about this one, and I was like, the next killer is definitely going to be Hellraiser because he hasn't got anything out for himself yet, and I think it's going to be pretty cool for him to, end up in his game. So, if you have noticed, guys, most of the killers are either movie, big name franchise movies, or there is their own characters, their own killers that they have made. But most of them are big name movies and TV show. Okay, because we got Stranger Things on there, and we got Scream, but that was also a movie before it became a TV show. So, this is how this is what it feels like, guys. So, guys, best way to predict it, and this is like, I'm just actually let's get into it. So let's start with Leatherface. I'm gonna put most of their movies up so you can see how it is. Like okay, so Leatherface or Texas Chainsaw Massacre, lots of series, and it had one game, not big. So what DVD is doing is it's looking for games that isn't big, and it's giving these people their own characters so that they can become big. Now they either are giving these people their characters, either and down the road, like one day, someone will pick up these characters, adapt them, and make them into a better game of their own franchise. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Or these are people that no one really knows mostly about. Old timers would know them and watch them, and they're really trying to make them more seen in games and more usable. Now, one thing, and let's get right to this. One thing, DVD, what I've been seeing is they're not using characters or bringing characters in this game that has already has its own franchise. We're gonna start with Alien. They're not gonna bring them in. I already had this conversation with another person, and you can argue about it if you want, but it already has this game in its own franchise. Great movies, it's already put out, but it already has this game in its own thing. They're not gonna do that. They already got that for themselves. And when you really mostly think about it, I mean, there's not really much you can do with the Alien. I mean, I'm not gonna front. You got multiple things you can do with aliens. I've thought about multiple things that you can do with aliens and what you can give. But I mean, like you playing as the alien, it's already been a thing. So why would they want to copy something that's already been a thing? I think they're trying to stay with trying to copy in like other games, like it's already have those characters out. Um, Another one, and I'm gonna get back into like all the other killers that you can predict, but another one you can't do, Predator. You already play as the Predator. The Predator, I'm gonna put the game up. The Predator already has like multiple games, and it already has its own new game out. Predator, Hunting Grounds. There's no reason I'm making a Predator. You got multiple things to do with Predator 2, but it will be kind of OP because he himself is kind of OP. And these people, and when you think about it, just think hard about this. The Predator is a hunter, and he only goes for big game or people who is challenging for him. He will not attack these people because they don't attack him, and that's something he just won't do. Um, One last person, and for whoever think they're gonna add him, forget about it because there's pointless. He's very pointless, and if you haven't thought about that, good, because I wouldn't think about it either. But it's just something I have thought about right now, and that would be Slenderman. Slenderman is definitely not gonna get his own thing. Yeah, multiple games. I'm actually gonna try to see if I can find some fan games that I saw and stuff. And he already has his own game. He was already big during one time, and he's still big, and people still play his games and stuff. So please, we're not gonna get Predator. So I mean, Slenderman. So we get that. But let's get into the fact about how we know what characters. So let's start with Michael Myers. Michael Myers down the road. Like this is all put together. Like Michael Myers down the road. Big franchise. Great killer. Great concept of him. Great everything. Most people, I bet, thought, what can you do with Michael Myers? Would they add Michael Myers? I don't think so. He's not really much, but you can really do much things with every character that they add. Michael Myers has one the shape they call him. This guy moves silent, quick, hits fast, all that. They did that. They made that happen. They figured it out. They did it. This guy has multiple movies, but if you try to look, and I'll see if I can find it, guys. I'll see if I can go look for it. If you try to find it, he doesn't have a game, and I think he does have a game, and I think I've seen it, but this man does not have a game, and if so, it probably didn't do that well for its time because the movie did better, but you wouldn't get that same fear that you would get in the movie. Freddy Krueger, he had a game too on Nintendo. I've also played a game with Freddy Krueger on a computer, and this was way back, like 2007. You scary, but you don't get the same thing that you get in the movie, and that's what DVD does. It gives you that same feeling that you get in movie, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to give you that same feeling that you had in movie, that fear they're trying to build up on you. And when you think about it, guys, Freddy Krueger, many things you can do with him. Excellent, great character, great gameplay with him. But these developers they're trying to figure out what they can do with each character and make them unique of their own. So with all of that, they come together and figure it out. It's like how we can get into Scream. Great character. Honestly, I did not think they would be able to do anything with Scream. I did predict them. Every character, like I said, guys, every character I predicted that would come, and and something told me that's who they were gonna do. And the video shows it. It just sometimes the video can be off-putting, like it can just be misleading. But if you just pay attention and just listen, you can tell who it will be and what will be the next killer. But like I said, with Scream, it was just so unique how when they brought him in and what they could do with him, it was excellent. And he has like four before I say he Scream series has like multiple movies if I'm correct, six. Like I said, I will put it up on screen how many movies. But it's a franchise of its own, and it was just so cool when they brought him or her into this game and gave them their own unique thing. But like I said, it doesn't have a game, and it's a very good movie, but left behind. And most of these characters, except the Stranger Things, most of these characters are very old characters in movies, and back then that young, well not young, but older generation would have seen and know of. So they're not trying to put the new ones in, and I'm not thinking, but I don't see any new coming in anytime soon. That might just be me. I might be tripping, but I'll predict it one time, and that'll be so funny when I do. But that's just so unique how they brought Scream in here, Ghostface, and it was like, wow, okay, if they're bringing Ghostface, who else would they bring? And I was like, wow, that's awesome. And then we get the pig, but I don't think the pig came first before Scream. So I'm like, I didn't predict the pig because I didn't think they would ever do anything with the pig because it has no attribute. If you ever seen the Saw movie, look at it. It's literally just a person sneaking up behind people and just putting them to sleep. No weapons included. But they brought the pig in, and I'm like, what are they gonna do with the pig? What, put people to sleep? But no, they even brought Jigsaw, the puzzle, the main trap. I'm like, wow, how could they have done that and no one even would have seen that one coming? So it's like they put together like their mind, be like, who can we put? And I don't know if they get these license for these characters. I most likely think they do, but it's pretty awesome. And guys, this video is not going to be talking about their made characters because that's not the whole point. The point of this video is how we can predict and how you can tell which one's going to be the new killer. So honestly, characters and that they could bring and they have not. This is just thought, and I'm only got one on my top of mind. I can't even think about the others, but I only got one. Well, actually, I do got one. They could bring Candyman. Candyman could be the next one. The new movie's coming out. Put that on screen. New movies coming out. Candyman has different things they can do with him and stuff. And what I think they might also do is add urban legend killers in there too, because those guys, you can definitely do many things with them. You got the Headless Horseman. You got Tiki Tiki, and if you don't know that, it's a Japanese woman. Just the bottom of their torso is gone, so no legs, just crawling. But I don't know if they can do anything with that. But you got Banshee, or Mothman, or Batman, and I'm not talking about the superhero bit buff Bruce Wayne guy, not him. It's the character off in that game. This guy called Batman, and it's a Batman. And you got who else? You can bring Bloody Mary, and everyone knows that. So I don't know what they would do next, but I kind of do think they're going to give us Candyman down the road, and it'll be pretty awesome if we get Candyman. And I know people on here is like, when are we gonna get not Jesus? When are we gonna get Jason? We're never gonna get Jason. The man, his game Friday the 13th. Yes, great movie series. It has multiple movies, all type of movies, even fan-made movies, but it has a lawsuit. And if you don't know that, just look up into it. We're definitely not gonna get Jason. Don't even worry about that. And for people who don't know, we're not gonna get Jeepers Creepers. That was one I mentioned but didn't want to get on. We're not gonna get him. Not gonna get into that. But we're not gonna get him either. And I wish we could because that would be cool. Definitely don't want Jason. That would be cool. We already got Jason. He already got his own thing. Let's keep it that way. But Jeepers Creeper, you could do so many things with him, and it would have been a great startup for many things and for people to know about. But that got ruined, so don't leave that out. And for people with high hopes, put on the screen, Child's Play or Chucky. And I could say, no, they don't have much they can do with him, but they actually kind of do, but I don't think we're going to get him. That is a big maybe. You will have to pray for this one. But with him, you can technically, if they make him a large size, I don't know if they're going to do it, but you can technically just move his body from doll to doll, because that's literally all he can do, move body from doll to doll and use his knife. Can't be killed. I mean, you can't already touch him, but the problem is, I mean, it is a doll, so it's kind of small. They got the twin, that little thing, so if they can do that, they definitely bring us Chucky. So let's all pray for that, and let's hope we can get that. Another unique character they could also bring. I'm just putting out ideas out here, guys. If you want to do some research on these people, you can. They can also bring out the ring girl. I can't remember her real name, but they can bring her out, and her power is literally the ability to. It's like her movie. It's a kill weapon, but if you look at it, that's the technical kill weapon, the DVD. So put TVs all around the map. You can literally use the TV to teleport from each location you want. Instead of actually putting down TV, you just have TVs in locations that they put out. And that would be awesome. Her weapon, we will have to figure that out. I would technically say her hair. I want to say her hair because in the Japanese culture, they use their hair as a weapon. So something to think about for us to have down the road. If the developers is watching, you're welcome. I helped you out, and I will keep doing my best to help you out and give you killers ideas. You're welcome. And since they do have like human killers, we can also get us our notorious serial killers: Hannibal, Ted Bundy, Jack the Ripper, Wayne Gacy. I would say Dahmer, but he really wasn't much for us. But all these sick and deprived people they can add, because that's all these killers that they're doing. They're sick and deprived, and it's just excellent what they're doing, and I appreciate that. But they like, so like I said, guys, to figure out who will be our next killers and stuff, I really didn't point out. I was just telling you how you can figure it out, but pay attention to details of the trailers. Even though they're short, sometimes they're short, they bring out a longer version of that short version, but still doesn't show them. But pay attention to details. Look at what time period and stuff that they have those on, and you'll figure it out. And when they do show the full trailer of the killer, you'll be like, wow, I can't believe they added that. And what will they do with him? Because it's exciting when you guess that character and you know who that character is. But that's all for today, guys. You all have a nice day, and thank you very much.
He might have been insane.
I really never thought about this shit till now. Needle. Said this shit, my Mona Lisa bitch could be my greatest art. We got kings and nines and you would think they dogs until they bark. I've been praying, gotta get up off my feet, that's on my dogs. Man, I stopped smoking, find myself a little piece and now I'm gone. Y'all killing niggas, make them disappear like it's magic. I love my brothers, so for them, bitch, best believe I'll be spazzing. Protect my sister's pussy, bitch, touch him, get flamed like that dragon. Clueless, toothless, I'm the alpha, bitch, so quit all your nagging. For any pussy pig behind the badge that don't know the outcome, go pick a side, my nigga, don't stand in the middle like Malcolm. Pick and choose, cause if you don't, they turn your ass into talcum. That's your decision. Fucking nigga, look at you, now what?